My brothers and sisters, you are now watching The Gamer 2323, so just forget about the chores you're supposed to do. Put your feet up, get your Kool-Aid, fried chicken, popcorn, get whatever you may need. And I hope you enjoy the video.
About that time for an edge up, fam. I'm starting to look like some of y'all out here. Alright, what's going on, people? So, I get this message quite often, very frequently. I'd say at least every 2 weeks, and there's always someone different, but it's that same question, dude. I'm trying to choose between the PS4 or Xbox One, but to be honest with you, gamer, I haven't really seen anything too impressive to make me really go out and want to purchase a PS4 or Xbox One. A lot of people are not encouraged yet to go out and get into next gen gaming, and I completely get it. If you have a next gen console, I've had the PS4 since launch day, and I got the Xbox One a little bit later on, so I have both, and it's just the way that gaming is going right now. Yeah, it's definitely, because a lot of people will hit me up saying like, dude, not just about, trying to choose between the PS4 or Xbox One, but I also get these messages like, dude, I don't know if it's just me, but gaming is getting really boring. Like, it's getting so stale. It's just like, I need something new. I need a breath of fresh air. Like, since I've had a next gen console, I haven't really had that definitive next generation experience yet. And I completely get it. A lot of people are starting, to get a little bored with next gen games right now, so it kind of made me think about this vid right here. You always hear that gamers are always complaining and we're spoiled and we never know what we want. But I'm here to ask the question, is it us? Is it the gamers that are spoiled and we're so hard to please and we don't know what we want? Or are the developers simply losing their touch on making great games? I remember when I first got my PlayStation 3, and I know it wasn't on launch day because I was not paying $600 for a PS3. I think I got it like in 2007, I think, because I remember I got the MotorStorm bundle, and it was I think 120 gig or 60, whatever. But I remember when I first got my PS3, and I remember the very first time I had my next generation experience on it. I remember playing Uncharted 2 Among Thieves. And do you remember that part to where, the train, fell off the track and, it was like hanging off the cliff and you had to like climb up while like the train was like breaking apart? I remember when I was playing through that and my eyes are just like this at the screen the whole time. I'm just like, this is next gen. Like I remember having those experiences on PS3, and Xbox 360. I have yet to have that so-called next generation experience on PS4 or Xbox One. And I know we haven't been in this gen for too long. I don't even think it's been 2 years yet. But if you've had a next gen console since day one, don't it seem like it's been longer than 2 years? Like, it just seems like we've been in this gen for quite some time and we have yet to still get like a definitive AAA banger exclusive on any, again, aside from Bloodborne, maybe on PS4, we have yet to have like just a true game that came out on Xbox One or PS4 and it was like, damn, like, this is why I bought a next gen. At least for me, I haven't had that experience yet. I have not had that same experience that I had back on PS3, and, I think because of that, and it's with the mixture of all the BS you got going on in games right now. You got games being delay after delay after delay after delay after delay after delay after delay, okay? You got games being broken on launch day, okay? You got games being canceled like they're nothing. Freaking Silent Hill, I still don't know why. That joke just got canceled. You know, you got the remaster trend going on. You got DLC not being done the correct way. You got disappointing games that we thought would be amazing. You got all this BS going on in games. And if you add that in, you know, with, all the excitement we had, next gen has been kind of lackluster, you know, so that's why when people ask me, dude, should I get a PS4 or Xbox One because I really need a next gen console, I try to be real with them. Like, listen, I know you want a next gen console real bad right now because you don't have one. I still remember before I got my PS4 and how excited I was to get a PS4 and play Killzone Shadowfall. It's kind of funny when I think about that. To play Killzone Shadowfall, I was so excited, you know, to do. But if once you get a next gen console, it's really nothing special. You know, it's like we have yet to, have any like really amazing games to come out yet. And really, if you think about it, we're more so excited for multi-platform games than exclusives. Like, yeah, there's, a few exclusives to look forward to on PS4 and Xbox One, but the games we're really excited to play, those games are Batman. Those games are Metal Gear Solid 5. Those games are The Witcher. All those games are multi-platform games. The Division. Those are multi-platform games. I think just due to, the lack of exclusives, due to the lack of new IPs, I think that's why at this year's E3, they really need to focus on some new IPs. We need some games that give us a breath of fresh air. Like, we need some games that gives us a fresh experience and makes us feel like, oh, this is something new. I think a lot of gamers are starting to feel like they're, that they've played these games, already. They need something new. And, I think that's why online gaming becoming a little, right today, it kind of seems like online games is more popular than single player based games. That, you know what? It is. Now, I love playing games online. I love when the game has a great online multiplayer. But at the same time, it kind of seems like ever since the multiplayer aspect has become the main important thing in games, and then the single player aspect is second, I also think that's a reason why games are just not as good as they used to be. Like, just the overall content in games. Back on the PS2 and Xbox and GameCube and N64, whatever, games were just fun. The story was great and the gameplay was fun to play. And you don't see games like that, too often no more these days. You still might get them from time to time, but back then it was a common thing for a game to have a great story and a great and a great gameplay. And I'm not trying to make this a debate between story versus online. I'm just trying to say you're starting to see the downgrade in games. Games are just not as fun, And I think that's why, a lot of people are also, starting to get a little bored with games. The games that we have gotten thus far are just not really that fun, after you play it for an extended amount of time. Back in the days, a game didn't even need an online for you to play it continuously over and over and over and over and over and over again. These days, it seems like a game needs online to keep your interest. And I think that's, something that, is wrong right now in games. I think devs should, go back to the roots of how they once used to make games. Just focus on the story, focus on the gameplay and the content in the game, but where am I going with this? I don't know. I'm just trying to say to all of you people that are getting bored with, next gen games right now, I get it. I'm kind of, I'm not really, it's not dry for me, but yeah, it is we're always waiting for that next game, that's why I cannot wait till Batman comes out, because when that junk come out, I literally think I don't need anything else to play, but, I've been seeing people ask me, what to get between the PS4 and Xbox One. I've been seeing people ask me, dude, is it just me, or are you starting to get bored with next gen games? I get it, I get it. But I just think it's the way that, just the gaming industry is right now. You know, it's taking a different turn. You know, it's not what it once used to be. Games are not as fun as they used to be. You know, the content in games is just not as good as it used to be. And I think that's why, you know, people are starting to get a little bored with games right now, you know. So if you have a next gen console, PS4 or Xbox One or Wii U, how has this gen been so far for you? Has it been lackluster, or are you having a great time? Let me know down in the comments below. Those are just my thoughts, you know, on what I think is going on right now. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you suckers in my next one. All right, peace.